Okay, everybody, I was going to take you down to the shed, but honestly I think I'm going to do this right here because I really want to get this done. After you get your tie rod in prepped, basically consists of putting in, like I said, putting in your grease point, and all you need is use a little socket. I forget what size it is, I'm sorry. But then, oh, try not to drop it. Then you'll basically just screw her on in again. Try not to drop it. Screw it on in. Make sure you got the right thread, because if you don't, it's just going to make it that much more difficult. Of course, I don't think this is the right thread because it doesn't screw in all the way, so we're going to take this out. So, let's try one of the other ones. Just 1 second, folks. And you're going to turn your nut, your jam nut, all the way in, because you're going to screw this all the way in to the rod. Okay, so that is definitely not the right one. We're going to go ahead and screw all of our nuts all the way in. Okay, I think we got the right one now. That's good. And you just screw this on in here, like so. And it's going to become very difficult. So what I do is I'll take the, if I can get it out of the wheel, this crescent wrench here. And that's something else about these things. You won't need a lot of crazy tools to work with. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this crescent wrench here. Screw this on down, just like so. Now I'm going to finish putting this thing together, but you'll just basically do the same thing. And if you need help, a vise is a good idea, but honestly, I don't see the point in using one. But if you have one, you can use it. So I'm going to stop the camera and finish putting it together, and we will catch y'all in the reinstallation. Okay, everybody, now I'm going to show you how to level up and straighten out your toe end about as good as you can do without having a bunch of fancy equipment. I've seen a lot of guys use string, and I've seen a lot of guys do a lot of things. And I don't know how well this is going to work, but it's all I've got at my disposal. Good old board. I believe this is a 2x4. Fairly straight. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to make it level up in the middle of the wheel, so it'll look a little something like this. You'll get down, and let me position the camera down so y'all can see this a little better. Give me just 1 second here. There we go. That should work. So anyways, you'll put it right here in the middle of the back wheel. Notice how it's pretty level. Then you'll take your front wheel without all the tie rod in connected to it, and you're going to basically fold this side up. Better if you have two, folks, but I don't. And you're going to make sure all 4 points are nice and level. I know the back end's fairly level because, hey, the back wheel. But just to be on the safe side, we'll go check it. Yep, it's perfectly level. Now let's fill the front side again. Just like that. I'm sure y'all can see there, so I'm going to sit that down. In theory, when we go for the test drive, this thing should drive straight. And I'll take y'all along. And that's pretty much how you put in tie rod ends on a mini truck. That's how you zero in your toe end. Again, I don't know how that's going to work out. But that'll at least get it close enough till I can get it to a tire shop. So let me stop the camera one more time. And then y'all can go for the test ride with me. Alrighty, everybody. Here's the moment of truth. Let me get you situated here where you can see the steering wheel. And then we will go for a drive. Because I want y'all to watch what I see. At least somewhat. Let's see here. Yeah, that's about as good as I'm going to be able to get it. I can't hardly see what I'm looking at here with this screen here, but yeah. Maybe that'll give y'all a good view of the driving hand, so let's go. In theory, it should stay straight. So far, so good. It didn't turn. It stayed straight. It's running, so far so good. It's running true. So, here we go. I'll take her for, oh, excuse me there. Doing a real quick turnaround. And, oh. Actually, hang on just a second, y'all. I gotta move my board that is to zero the thing in, or well, try to. So it don't get run over. I'll be back. All right, folks. Let's roll. You know what, on second thought, let me get y'all situated on a better angle. Excuse me, folks. I don't know if that was recording or not, but here we go. As you'll notice, it's got a little pep in the step. I may have to do some adjustments on the steering wheel, I don't know. Let's see what happens when we get up here on the pavement and start rocking through the gears. Smell like, ain't much nothing. Problem. Yep, we fixed our death wobble problem. So what I need to do now is hold this right here, turn on the flashers, and adjust the steering wheel just a tad because it's still just a little bit off. But I know everything else is true. So let me stop y'all for a minute and we'll get right back to it. Actually, on second thought, we'll let you run with us and we'll adjust it. Because sometimes you have to do adjustments on the fly, and that's why I keep tools in the truck. It's pretty common when I'm out on the run like this because, hey, you never know when you might need them. So, all right. Wait a minute. Pull over here. Oh. Pull out of the way for a minute. I know about where we're at. Oh. Embarrassing. We're gonna pull up here and hit it straight so I can see exactly where I'm at, and then we'll adjust it accordingly. We're about right there, so we're gonna stop it right here. And set this down for a minute. Loosen it up, just as I showed y'all before. Put it in neutral so we don't mess, don't burn the clutch up. And we'll just casually put it back on the straight and narrow. And in theory, we should have it fixed, but now I gotta get out and dig up the nut. So let me get out and find the nut. I know it fell on the floor. Come on, where you at? Oh, you fell down here. I heard you. Alright, I'm going to have to stop the camera for a minute while I find the wayward nut. We can't go running without that. So I'm going to stop the camera for a minute, look for that, and we'll be back.